What's up, my good people? What's up? What's up? I know it's been a minute. It's been a while, a couple of weeks. You know, a lot been going on in my head, trying to figure out what I'm talking about, or try to condense or get everything, get my thoughts in order. But here's what I got going on this time around. So to give you an update. Remember I said I was going back to school and I was leaving my job. I left my job. I left the company, and let me see. I talked about my dad in one of my videos. The reason I got so emotional on that one because he's been he was in the hospital for COVID, got out, and went back in for because his breathing. He pretty much he had pneumonia. He's still getting over it, but he's doing a lot better now. And so that was one of the reasons why I got so emotional, because for a second, man, it wasn't looking too good. I'm still not comfortable with it, but it's better than what it was, when I made the video. But yeah, so here's what I got going on now. I'm enrolling in school. And I'm going forth with what I plan on doing. And that's majoring in psychology. And to be like some type of a guidance counselor in a high school, mainly high school. I prefer high school. Middle school, yeah, I do. But I think I'll be better in a middle school or high school. That way I can, reach teens and stuff, because teenage years is a pivotal moment in someone's life. You can either go which way, either way. But so to give you that update. So here's what I got going on now though. I've been going to the gym and not necessarily dropping weight, but I'm losing inches. My clothes are fitting better on me now. I've been in a good headspace. But Sunday threw me off my rocker, It was my mom's birthday, and I told her, a couple of days leading up to her birthday, that I was going to cook for her. Nothing big, just a cabbage, macaroni and cheese, meatloaf. That's all I was cooking. I wasn't expecting nobody to really come. I didn't plan for nobody to come, for real. I just wanted to cook dinner for my mom. She turned 70. And that's a big accomplishment. That's a big deal to me, especially since she's a breast cancer survivor, and she's had her bouts with the hospital, going in and out as well. So, it's a big deal to me. So, anyway, that Sunday, like I say, I'm prepping, I'm cooking, and out of nowhere, my brother called me. I purposely didn't answer the phone, and he ended up calling my wife, and he basically wanted to know what's up with dinner, and he felt as though he wasn't a part of the plan, which really, it wasn't no plan. It's, I don't expect my brother to come around too much. But so fast forward, he ended up coming to the house, him and his fiance. But here's the backstory on me and my brother. Basically, when he came, my energy is like the energy, my vibe was just done after that, because there's always something with my brother. I don't know who I'm getting when it comes to my brother. And I'm gonna rewind and I'm gonna backtrack so you can understand why I feel the way I feel about it. Well, as a teenager, like I told y'all, remember I said in my last video that, my dad really wasn't around too much. And my brother, the same thing. He was in and out of jail. during my, I guess childhood years from like 7 to 8 till maybe 11 to 12 years old. And if he wasn't in jail, he was out in the streets or hanging with his homeboys who were in the streets, doing what they do. In the meantime, I'm at home, and I was forced to babysit my youngest, not my youngest, but my little sister, and stay in the house with her. It was times I wanted to play football, rec league football. Really couldn't do that because I was babysitting, and even before one of the times my brother had got locked up, I'd say when I was maybe 7, my mom used to have to leave me in the house by myself while she go to work early in the morning and come home about 8 o'clock to get me ready for school in the morning. There was no babysitter for me. And that's when my uncle ended up living with us. But getting back to what I was talking about. All right, my brother. So, like I say, he was in and out of jail. If he wasn't in jail, he was in the streets, kicking it with his boys, doing God knows whatever they do. And once I became a teenager, this is when it all went downhill as far as how I see my brother, how I feel about my brother. It all went downhill when I was a teenager because during those years, he wanted to bully. I guess, punching on me out of nowhere, just punching on me and stuff. I don't know what his deal was or what his deal is. I believe for some reason my brother is jealous of me, but I think it's deeper than just being jealous of me. I don't think I'm really the source of the problem. I think what it is, my brother's relationship with my mom. That's what it is. I think he's jealous of the relationship that my mom and I have. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. I chose to move different in my life than he did. All right. So anyway, when you get there, I'm always standoffish. I keep my distance from my brother, So when he came, he was on the other side of the house, him and his fiance. I'm in the kitchen, He wanted me to, I guess, entertain, host or whatever, but it wasn't no hosting situation. It wasn't a hosting situation. It was just me cooking for my mama, enjoying her birthday. But since, since that's her child too, that's her child. That's my mom's son. And I told my mama, I put aside how I felt. And I said, well, if you want him to be here, that's on you. You invite him. I'm not calling. I'll leave that on you. So, like I say, man, he threw my vibe off. Like, I was after that dinner and stuff, he wasn't. I was. It was draining for me, so I was in a funk from the time they left up until mid part of the day, Monday morning. And during that time, God let me know that his problem ain't with you. His problem is with your mama. He needs to heal from whatever it is he's dealing with when it comes to your mom. It ain't got nothing to do with you. And my brother, he don't understand why he used to live like I don't know, 10 minutes down the road from me. I never went over there to see him. He never came to see me. And to be honest with you, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it because you've shown me that, shoot. Basically, he don't like me. Point blank, he's showing me that he don't like me. Why go around someone that don't like you? Why go around someone? He might love me because I'm his brother, because I'm blood related, but he don't care too much for me. And those feelings have developed, have become mutual. You know, I didn't start out not caring too much for my brother. Or let me say, care about him. I love him. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him, but I don't have to be around him. You know, back in the day, he used to get drunk, and like I say, wanted to put his hands on me all the time. The one time when reflexes kicked in, he punched me. Reflexes kicked in, I punched the hell out of him. Bow! Man, he got so mad, he wanted to fight me. He wanted to fight me for defending myself. That reminded me of the conversation that I had, or what I was telling y'all on my last video, when I told my dad how I felt, and he told me to, you know, the next time I talk to him in a certain tone, be ready to defend myself like a man, you know. See, it's stuff like that. It's things like that. I'm sort of, I don't get too close to men. You know, when okay, the closest men, the closest I am when it comes to men is like, I'm close to my uncle. Well, my uncles, one of them passed away, you know, rest in peace to him. But my uncles, you know, I got some, you know, I have friends that I'm close to, but that's the extent of it. It ain't, but I can count on one hand how many men that I'm close to. I wouldn't even allow myself to get close to my pastor when we was, when my wife and I was under his ministry at the time. It never sat well with me. It's so bad to the point I don't even call my dad dad. I never called him daddy or pops or nothing like that. Growing up, I always called him by his nickname. But I know I still have some healing to do, and I know that for a fact. I recognize it, and I did recognize too that how I was feeling on Monday morning. That was Satan. You know, like I said, I've been in a good headspace, trying to heal from whatever. I'm going to the gym. You know, getting in shape. I done moved on from a ungratifying company job. I'm feeling good. And then here come my brother on Sunday. It was like, it felt like, man, some bricks just fell down on me. Like, I just felt weighed down, you know. And I don't know where I'm going with this video. There's a message somewhere in it. But I had to get this one off my chest, man. Like, my brother need to understand, he developed our relationship. You know, when it was a time I wanted to be around him, I wanted to, you know, get close to him, but he pushed me away. He pushed me away. He set the, what's the word I'm looking for? He built the mold, I guess, for the relationship, if that makes sense, you know. Same way like with my dad, and I was able to forgive my dad and move on with that one. But with my brother, I can forgive. and I can move forward. But I don't want to be around him. I don't have to subject myself to none of that, to none of it, until he heals from whatever he got going on in his heart towards my mama or towards me. I don't have to be around him. I'm not going to be around him. Now we do have another. We do have a dinner coming up next weekend. It's going to be my brother, my oldest sister, and my little sister. It's going to be the four of us having a dinner for my mom, I guess, to celebrate her birthday again, but with all of her children. I'm with that, and I'm a set aside my feelings for it again. But rest assured, after that, he might not hear from me for a while, and I pray for him. I pray for him. I pray for his healing, because it's deep. That thing is deep, and I say all the time, I haven't done nothing to him but came out my mama's womb. God set forth for me to be a boy and be conceived by my mom and dad. You know, I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. And I watched how he moved as a teenager and in his early adult years. And I decided to stay away from trouble. I don't go out looking for it. You know, I'm not a hustler. I'm not a fighter. But don't get me wrong, I defend myself when need be. So I ain't no punk. But my brother was the hustler. He was I guess he was known as the knockout artist and all that stuff. But see, you can do that to the ones in the street. But don't bring that over here with me. Don't do that. I have done nothing to him. You know, none of that. But dang, we got 17 minutes in. I ain't even know. But yeah, man. I got the dinner coming up again next weekend, and I'll let y'all know how that go. I'll let you know how it go. And I hope my brother don't get drunk or nothing like that, because I'm kicking him out. It's gonna be at my house again. And he getting kicked out. You know, he can start some mess if he want to. Now Sunday he ain't really do too much, but I could feel, I feel the tension, and I'm always guarded. When I'm around him, I'm always guarded. I don't like to be that way when it comes to people. I shouldn't have to be that way. But yeah, man. I don't even know what the title gonna be for this video, but I do know this: between my dad and my brother, I had to figure out manhood on my own. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. Between manhood and fatherhood, I'm learning as I go. And y'all, you know, y'all pray for me. Pray for me. Those who might view this video, just pray for me. You know, I'm doing well mentally. I'm getting myself together physically, and I want to keep going. I want to keep moving forward in life. I don't want to revert back to how I used to be, or allow emotions and thoughts to keep me in a funk, you know. So yeah, man, y'all be safe, stay corona free. Don't go out there taking your mask off and stuff, and you know, get sick. It ain't over yet. So God bless y'all. Y'all have a good one.